This is a severe weather update from We Are Iowa's most accurate weather team.
Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Taylor Kanost here with an update on the winter storm that is now moving into southern Iowa as we speak. The snow coming down in droves in some spots, others not so much. Let's get a look at our warnings and advisories at this moment. Winter weather advisory in effect for the areas in the dark purple, including Des Moines. Blizzard warning for the light purple down in southern Iowa from Creston over to Ottumwa, and then winter storm warnings for the pink areas in southeast and east central Iowa. The worst of the conditions will be where the blizzard warnings are located, and that's where wind combined with heavy snow will make for a very, very tough travel day for southern Iowa, and we basically recommend you stay inside if at all possible. Here's a look at storm tracker radar, and basically if you're in northern Iowa, you're not going to see much today, but down south it's kind of a mess already. We've had mixed precip over the past few hours, but that is now transitioning to mostly snowfall in the southern half of the state. So let's start in southwest Iowa, where the snow has been coming down pretty consistently now for an hour or two. Roads are covered in Creston as well as near Greenfield, and pretty much anywhere you see here that's covered in blue. That means there's pretty healthy snow falling for the time being. In Des Moines, it's kind of a tale of two halves of the city, and you'll have a better idea of that with something I'll show you here in a second. We have had periods of snow over the last hour or two. South side of town is getting more than the north side of town. I'm going to show you the raw radar data here, and this will really paint the picture. Wherever you see the dark green, that's where the heavier snow is falling, so on the south side of town. North side of town near Ankeny, you're hardly getting anything other than maybe occasional snowflakes here and there, but nothing that's really sticking to the ground all that much. So folks south of I-80 will be dealing with some tough travel conditions this morning. North of I-80 and the 80-35 interchange, you may not see a whole lot today, honestly, so you may have just barely dodged the bullet in areas like Ankeny and Johnston today. Here's a wider view of that raw radar data, and you see the yellows there down near Osceola over toward Lucas County as well. That's where you're finding the heaviest snowfall for the time being. So I'm going to show you a few webcams here just to give you an idea of the wide variety of weather we're seeing. Here in the heart of Des Moines, there is a little bit of snow sticking to the grass, not much to the roads though, and all in all it doesn't look too bad out there for the time being. You get to the southeast side of town though in Des Moines, look at that. A lot of snow out there, including quite a bit covering US 65 near Vandalia Drive. So if you're heading to the east or southeast side of town, or the southern side of town for that matter, definitely going to be rougher travel conditions than for folks on the north and west side of town. Down near Martinsdale, so you head 20-30 miles south of Des Moines, it is a very tough go right now. The combination of heavy snow and those winds is reducing visibility big time, so this is not a good time to be traveling on I-35 between Des Moines and the Missouri border. And here's another example near the ground of what they're seeing near Osceola. Some of that snow beginning to stick to the ground there, and as I showed you there not too long ago, pretty heavy snow is falling in that direction. Well, not too far away from Osceola is Local 5's Lakin McGee. She is live in Creston this morning, braving the elements. And Lakin, what are you seeing out there so far this morning?
Yeah, the snow is continuing to come down here, and that wind is just so unbearable. But something I want to tell you guys is that we have not seen any snow plows or anything coming through here in Creston. We're at the corner here of Seneca and Elm Street, and just look here. Not many people are trying to get out. Oh, there's a brave soldier right there trying to make his way down the road. But like I said, we've not seen any snow crews trying to plow these roads. I did have someone mention to me earlier that a lot of the snow crews here in Creston will not go out on the roads until the snow has stopped. We have not got that confirmed yet, but another watcher has told us that a lot of the lights have been flickering here on the north side of Creston. So we're going to continue to watch that, and we've also got someone over here plowing their snow out of their drive here. So we're gonna try to talk to him here in a bit and see what the road conditions are like, and you know, if those snow plows really do not come out here in the snow. But also something I want to mention to you guys. Oh, that wind is really unbearable. It's hitting my face. But anyway, here at Seneca and Elm, I want to tell you guys again, no snow plows. We've not seen anyone working the streets. We've been downtown Creston as well. No one there. We barely seen any people getting out as well. But as we've come from West Des Moines here to Creston, we did see the Iowa DOT. They were working the highways, but like I said, again, here in these small towns, in these back roads. We're not seeing anyone work on the street. So we're going to keep you guys updated throughout the day as these snow conditions continue. Reporting live in Creston, Lakin McGee, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
All right, Lakin, get inside. I'm sure it's cold out there with that wind, so we appreciate you braving the snow this morning and getting us a look. All right, let's talk snow ordinances real quick. There are several in effect today. So for Ames, Waukee, West Des Moines, Ankeny, and Carlisle, you all have a snow ordinance, and that's also the case for Grimes, Johnston, and Urbandale. You can get that complete list at any time on weareiowa.com. You just saw there the road is completely covered in snow. I want to give you a look at just kind of the road conditions across the state, and it's certainly southwest Iowa that's getting the worst of it. Wherever you see blue, that means the roads are partially or completely covered in snow, and that's pretty much everywhere south and west of Des Moines at the moment. The areas in pink reporting some slick spots as well. That's the case around the I-80 corridor west of Des Moines. So be safe if you're traveling south on I-35 or westbound on I-80 early this morning. Rest of the state not seeing a whole lot at the moment, but that could change later on this morning through this afternoon. That snow is going to overspread southeast Iowa. Portions of the I-80 corridor east of Des Moines will see a pretty healthy batch of snow between Des Moines and the Quad Cities. That snow will continue for that portion of the state through this afternoon before waning later on this evening, and most of us should be drying out later on tonight. The wind is going to remain a problem all day long today. Here's an update on the snow tracker, and boy, it's a tight gradient between a lot of snow and no snow at all. The latest for Des Moines is an inch, and you know what, if you're north, on the north side of town, you might not even see that in Ankeny, but down near Norwalk, you may see 2 to 3, maybe even 4 inches of snow. That's how tight this band of snow is. Meanwhile, down south, areas like Lamoni and Ottumwa could see close to a foot of snow today, believe it or not. Certainly the heaviest snow is going to fall from Creston and Lamoni eastward toward the Quad Cities. So they're going to be dealing with a pretty heavy snowstorm throughout the day today. Lakin mentioned that wind. It's nasty out there. That's adding to the hazardous conditions. We have north winds in the 15 to 30 mile per hour range right now. It's the strongest in western Iowa, and we have gusts approaching 40 miles per hour. So that's going to reduce the visibility at times, and that wind is not going to let up much at all today. In fact, it could be a little bit stronger at times, especially in southern and southwest Iowa through this afternoon, and it will even stay windy through the evening before it dies down late tonight and around this time tomorrow morning. So what can we expect here in Des Moines? Depends on what side of town you're on. Right now, it's southern portions of town that are dealing with the snow, and we'll continue to have a chance for some snow through the remainder of the morning. I do not think we're going to see much snow really at all if you're in Ankeny, so you're going to dodge the bullet here. For the south side of town, you may get clipped by a few more snow showers through noon. We'll start to trend drier for Des Moines as we head into the afternoon, but again, that wind is not going to let up much in the near future at all. Before we go, just want to show you one last look at our radar here, and again, the blue means snow, the green is rain, and those pinks could be a little bit of freezing rain. One thing I haven't mentioned is we had a little freezing rain in Des Moines this morning, so if the road looks clear but wet, that could actually be some ice that's on the road. So even though we haven't seen a whole lot of snow here in the metro, don't let your guard down necessarily. We could be looking at some slick conditions here in Des Moines for the rest of the morning. All right, so that is all for me for now. We will keep you updated throughout the morning. At the top of every hour, we'll continue to update you here on Local 5. You can follow us on Facebook as well, and keep updated at weareiowa.com.